want to take their cues from this gentleman. Dana White is the UFC president. They went off and continued resuming operations without really so much as a hitch, even though to empty stands, crowds, whatever you want to call it in Florida. The man behind that, Dana White, joins us right now. Dana, very good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
How did it go Friday? I mean, everything outside of a surprise fight outcome. How do you think it all went?
It went really smooth, health and safety is something we think about every weekend here at the UFC. That just didn't pop up with the coronavirus. So, leading up into the event, a lot of testing. Our doctors, we did the antibody test and the COVID-19 test, and we actually, one fighter ended up positive. We have a fight this Wednesday and this Saturday. We'll do over 1,100 tests this week.
You know what's interesting? That fighter, Ronaldo Souza, I guess a Brazilian fighter, right? He had tested positive for the virus. And unlike basketball, where it was one player some weeks back who had tested positive for the virus, they scrapped their whole season. You just found a replacement fighter and continued. Were there any ramifications for that?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. This week, I said we're going to do over 1,100 testing. Somebody's going to be positive. You're going to find out. That means it worked. Yeah. You found out somebody was positive. Now we know this guy. Think about this. This guy had it and cut weight, trained, prepared for this thing, and never knew he had it. So now we know he did. You got the guy in isolation now. We know he's sick, and we're going to take care of him and his family. As we continue to do this, we're going to find more people. And when we find more people, we'll get them the help that they need. What you don't want to do is do the fight and then find out 3 days later that he had COVID-19. So the system that we have in place works.
You know what I found fascinating about the system, because like you said, you're doing a lot of testing, and I'm just wondering how many cases have popped up since that testing began in earnest?
One. We've had one athlete that had to not compete because of the testing. We're here again this week. We're testing. I'll be tested 3 times this week for both COVID and antibody. Before each event, I'm being tested. All the people that are connected from production, behind the scenes, athletic commission, everybody's being tested.
Now, obviously, no one in the Florida thing last Friday, I mean, no one in the stands or whatever, but you eventually want to get people back to watch this sort of thing. How likely is that?
I don't know. It's literally something that I'm not even thinking about, because, I figured out how to fix this thing to put on my events. Until some different level of testing is available, there's no way. The president told me that there's a thing that's probably coming out that's a tab that you lick, and it tells you immediately if you have it or not. When you get to that level of testing, maybe you can have fans come back. But until then, it's very unlikely.
You and the president are very close. He, of course, a big admirer of what you're doing, and he went to an event not too long ago. So how long have you had this close relationship with the president?
I've known the president for almost 20 years. And, guy's been an amazing friend to me. He's an incredible human being. He called me Saturday night, said, "Congratulations. I knew you were the guy. I knew you'd do it." And, he's been a really good friend.
He's getting a lot of criticism. People are saying, hey, he should have been on this a lot earlier. As a friend, does that bug you, or what do you think of it?
Listen, I was doing this event on Saturday. I was Satan last week. You know what I mean? So believe me, I understand. I think that the president has done a great job. I think that the CDC has done a great job. And I think that our local governors have all done a good job. This thing could have been so much worse than it was. I think everybody has dealt with this and handled this thing pretty well.
Do you know if someone like a McGregor were to come back, have another big event, he wouldn't want to do that to an empty venue? I mean, that's like a stadium caliber event. And I'm wondering, do you hold off on the big events until you have clearance for that sort of thing?
Oh, it's a great question. I mean, you do the right Conor McGregor fight in the right place. That's an $18 million gate. We lost $5.5 million gate this weekend, and it's what it is right now. If you want to run your business, I have TV partners all over the world that are expecting content from me. It's unfortunate that I'm going to lose my gate, but I have to honor these contracts too.
I was wondering, how was it that Ferguson, who was heavily favored to beat this guy whose experience really was as a college wrestler, I guess, how did he lose that? I mean, there were some big ticket events coming up that would feature him. What happens now?
This is the sport. Anybody can win on any given night. And anybody who thought that Justin Gaethje couldn't win this fight is nuts. This was such a great fight and had so much buzz because two of the absolute best in the world were facing off to find out who was going to fight the champion. And that's how it happens.
This Russian fighter, I'm probably mispronouncing his name, Nurmagomedov, he went back to Russia. Probably a trip he regrets making because he couldn't, and I guess still can't, get out of Russia. So what happens to him?
Yeah, so Khabib, he didn't go back to Russia. He flew somewhere else and got sent back to Russia while this thing was going on.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, so I made a mistake. He made a mistake. We all made a mistake in letting him take this trip. I'm building out this infrastructure on an island. I'm building what I'm calling Fight Island. One of the things when I started looking at how am I going to run this business over the next year or so, what's going to be my biggest challenges? And number one that pops up is international fights. How am I going to bring in people from other countries to fight in the United States or other parts of the world? So I'm building out this infrastructure on an island right now. Should be done by mid-June, and I'm going to start doing international fights there. So Khabib versus Justin Gaethje will probably happen on Fight Island.
Wow. What happens to Ferguson?
Ferguson will get another fight. That guy needs some time off after this last fight, and he'll fight one of the other top contenders in the world.
Dana, you're a very savvy businessman. I followed your life history and, where you are now. And I find it interesting that the same people, and you were quasi-joking about how you were viewed as Satan last week. I don't think you're Satan anymore because a lot of people are knocking on your door trying to find out how you did it, how you go about doing it. Baseball wants to reopen. NASCAR, of course, is going to open up with empty stands, much as you did. But they all seem to be speed dialing you. What do you tell them about how you go about this?
Well, thank you. And, we put together a 30-page document that we submitted to the governor of Nevada and the governor of Florida. And, it lays out all the safety protocol and everything that we put in place to pull off an event. And we're sharing this thing with whoever wants it. We've had some of the leagues reach out to us, not just in the United States, but in other countries, and some cities we've been sharing it with too.
I think that's brilliant because it doesn't look like you're being selfish about it or being proprietary about it. You're saying, this is how I'm doing it. You guys want to do it this way? Have at it. This is my game plan. You like it, fine. You don't like it, fine. I think that's a very good way to go about this process. So good luck on everything. And go ahead.
The president put together a call with all the heads of sports, and I thought that the call was really well done, that we did two of them, and then we got the doctors on the phone. So there was a lot of great questions asked, a lot of a great input from, all the top minds in sports, and I thought it was very productive, and I got a lot out of those too.
I think the most telling moment was not shutting everything down when you had this one fighter, the Souza Brazilian fighter, picking up the virus. Other sports would have shut down right there. Basketball did. I think ruse the day that it did. You did not overreact that way, and I think it might have saved your sport.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Well, best of luck to you, and good luck coming out of your shell, Dana. It does appear to be working. Very good having you. Very, very good having you. Dana White, the UFC president.